Hey guys, I'm gonna get started. It's 11 o'clock and I know there's a few of you who are on here already and we're gonna record this anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get on. It should probably be only, 30 minutes or less. It's gonna be super quick little training. And yeah, so I'm super excited to actually get on here with you guys. Let me, hey, here I am. How are you guys? I am super excited about showing you how to do these vision boards. I actually have always been interested in doing vision boards, but I just realized you can do them digitally. And I just created one a few weeks ago, and so I just want to share it because it's really fun, and I think it's going to be super inspirational for you guys, as it has been for me. And they're really fun to make. So let me show you how it works here. Get in. I'm still trying to figure out the technical stuff here, so I hope that I don't mess it up. All right, and we have construction going on as usual, so I apologize if we start getting some beeping or jackhammering. It seems to be kind of the way things go around here. Have you guys ever made a vision board before? I feel like I did it when I was a teenager, except for back then it was more like cutting up magazines and like finding really cool pictures and sayings, and then just spending all that time and making a collage on a piece of poster board or something like that. It was really fun. That's the same kind of idea. Back then I did on the things I liked. I didn't really do it with regard to my future or what I was desiring. Maybe I did a little bit subconsciously, but that was really fun to do. It took a long time though. And I actually made one probably about a year ago, and I did the same thing, except for I printed out pictures, but then I cut them and then I pasted them, and I found a few sayings and like printed them out. So it took a long time. And I've been wanting to do another one. And I just, the thought of doing it was like, it just is time consuming. So when I saw one of these digital ones, I was like, yes. And I was able to create one in like a half an hour. It was super fast. Now it's on my desktop on my computer, and I love having it there because I see it all the time. And that's part of what I want you guys to do. Vision boards are this amazing manifestation tool. And the reason why they work is because they're kind of designed around the law of attraction. I don't know if you know what the law of attraction is or you've been introduced to it before, but I think the first introduction a lot of people got was from the book called The Secret. But the whole idea is, and it's based in science, which is what the nerdy part of me loves. But the whole idea is that like attracts like. And if you think about it, it really makes sense, because if you're putting out a lot of positivity in your life, like you're always concentrating on the positive, you're going to have more positive things come into your life. If you're always focusing on the negative and like the world is out to get you, then that's what's going to manifest into your life instead. And so if you can start getting the subconscious working on actually seeing the things and focusing on the things that you want in your life, like for your future, then it'll attract those things. I just recently learned about this thing called the reticular activating system. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's a real thing, and it's in your brain. And what it is a system that filters out things that you don't need to see or know in order to make your brain more efficient. So there's so much going on constantly around you. Like I'm just looking out my window right now. I see the bricks on the house. I see these colors. I see a person walking by. There's a car. There's beeping. The Amazon truck just went by. There's a doorbell. Like there's so many tiny, tiny little details around us constantly. And so what your brain does is in order to be more efficient, it filters out things that you are not interested in. And so you don't see and hear everything. And when I learned about this, I thought it was really cool because of all my years in the courtroom. We would have eyewitnesses come in and testify, and the account of what they saw was never exactly the same. And you wonder sometimes, like, well, if they're an eyewitness to a crime, like, wouldn't they see the same thing? They don't, because of this reticular activating system. Their brain filters out certain things and focuses in on other things, so everybody sees it differently. We a few weeks ago, just to show you a more basic example of how this works, Kenny and I were on a bike ride, and we saw this really cool Sprinter van, and it was all decked out, so it really caught our attention. But we were talking about, like, wouldn't it be fun to actually, like, have a Sprinter van and just do like a cross country road trip and for like 3 or 4 months. For the rest of our bike ride back from Huntington Beach to Newport, we probably saw 10, 12 Sprinter vans. I mean, we were seeing them everywhere, and I hadn't really even noticed them before. So because we had focused on this one, all of a sudden the brain's like, oh, they're interested in that. She's interested in that. And I started seeing them. Of course, once I got home and I wasn't really thinking about it anymore, now I don't see them like I did. So that's kind of how it works. It's very cool with science, but it totally makes sense that if you want certain things in your life, you want your subconscious to be more aware of them. And so you want to be telling your subconscious that these things are important to you. And if you're focusing on things like that, then your brain is your brain's designed to bring those things to your attention. And it might be like an opportunity that now you're aware of. It might be a person that you're supposed to meet. It might be anything else that's going to put you on this path to getting what you want, because now your brain is working in your favor. So that's what vision boards are all about. It's putting all these things in some kind of imagery, because that's how your subconscious works, so that your brain can start thinking it's important to you. It can be super powerful. On this one here, you'll see that what I've done when I created my vision board, I put it on my desktop as a wallpaper. And this is a really great idea for you. That's why I love that it's digital too, because even if I'm not actually focusing on each individual picture, all day long, my subconscious is still seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and it's registering that it's important to me, and it's always there. Like, it's always there. It's subliminally for me. And so I'm trying to make sure my subconscious knows that I need to be having more of those things brought into my life. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this. It's actually really simple, but the first thing you need to do is have a Canva account. Canva is a way that you can create things with graphics, and it's very, very simple to use. You're going to see how simple it is in a moment. It's totally free, so you don't have to worry about paying anything. I think they might have a pro plan, but you don't need that. You just need the basic. So you'll need Canva to actually create this board. So sign up for a Canva account. It's canva.com. Okay. All right, once that's done, okay, so this is how it's going to work. The first thing that you need to do is you need to get very clear on what you want to manifest into your life. So I have a list here for you. Your career, your money, your finances, relationships, health and fitness if you want that, personal development, vacations, luxuries, experiences that you want to have. These are just some categories that you can use. It's not all inclusive. You can come up with whatever you want, but just to give you some ideas. What you should do is take each of these categories, or whatever you have come up with, and just start writing down a few things that are very important to you on those within those categories. Be honest. Be honest. This is about you and what you want. This is not about what your parents want. This is not about what your kids want or what your husband wants or your boss or whoever it is that you have in your life that maybe you want to make sure that they're happy. This is personal. This is about you. So be honest with yourself as you're making this list of what you truly, truly want in your life. If you were able to order what you want for your life from the universe, like you order from Amazon, you would be specific. You'd be like, I want the black pants, not the blue ones. Okay, so be specific, be honest. What are you desiring in these areas? You can also think of a few things that maybe you've done already, that you've already brought into your life. That's always good too. And we'll talk about that in the next screen. But what we're going to do with each of these categories is you're going to find pictures that match whatever it is that you want in your life. The reason why you're going to do that is because, like I said, the subconscious works visually. So it works with symbols or with images. For example, if I say to you the word fork, you're not going to think in your mind spelled out. You're going to actually visualize, the silverware. So that's how your brain works. It visualizes, it works with imagery. So for each of these things that you're saying is very important to you, you're going to be finding an image that will match that. Where do you find those images? I'm going to tell you. I actually found quite a few images on Instagram, and I found a lot of images on things that I had saved. So for travel, I actually have like a saved collection in my Instagram, and I went there and I found some great pictures just in there. And you can screenshot it and then you can airdrop it to your computer. Pinterest is a great place to go also for things like your dream kitchen or whatever it might be. Pexels and Shutterstock you can use for stock images. Pexels is free, so you don't have to worry about paying for anything there. Canva actually has a photo section where you can pull just stock photos straight from Canva. And then you can always do a screenshot on your computer. This is for a Mac where you would do Shift-Command-4 and then just draw a box around something on your computer. You can make your picture that way. I want you to remember that this is personal. So your desire for something might look totally different than somebody else's desire for the same thing. So what you're looking for when you're looking for images are things that create some kind of feeling within you. So some kind of feeling of happiness or joy, or it makes you smile, it makes you tingle, it makes you feel good inside. You feel lit up in a way from whatever you're looking at. Those are the kinds of images that you want because you want it to conjure a feeling inside of you. Emotions play a really big part in your subconscious deciding whether or not something's important to you. It makes sense because if you're feeling really happy about something and you're smiling, your subconscious is like, oh, this makes her happy. Let's find more of this thing. I do want to say, like, when you're looking for these kind of pictures, don't worry about what somebody else would think about that picture that you just picked. And I don't want you to stop yourself from putting something or a photo on your board just because you think somebody wouldn't approve of it or that somebody else wouldn't like it. For example, on my board, I wanted to put money because money is important. It's something that I do want to manifest more of it and more abundance into my life. But when I looked for a picture of money, I actually stopped. I was like, is this appropriate? Should I put that? Don't do that, okay? If it's too hard for you to even take an image of what you want in your life, what you're desiring, what you want the universe to give you, if it's too hard for you to even put an image out, the universe is not going to bring that thing to you, okay? It's not important to you. So I want you to, if you find yourself doing that, just recognize it, just be aware, be like, oh, that's interesting that popped up. But don't let that stop you from putting those things on your board. And then, like I said before, you might find also a few photos of things that you have accomplished already. So on my board, I have a picture of me doing a podcast because that was something that I wanted to manifest into my life. I wanted to create a podcast. And so I put a picture of that on my board. Because what will happen sometimes is if you create an entire vision board of things that you truly want for your future, but that you don't have yet, your brain's going to play tricks on you, and you might find yourself looking at it and thinking, this is impossible. I'll never have that. I'll never do that. I'm never going to go there. I'm never going to find that person. Your brain will do that to you because you don't know how it's going to happen. You're not going to worry about that yet, though. You're just going to put things on there that you want. But you can switch that up when you put a few random pictures in there of things you already have. So I put the picture of the podcast in there, and I put a vacation picture in there of someplace I've been, because then it registers like, not only are these things that I want into my life, I already have some of these things. I've already manifested some of these things into my life, and you get a different feel for what's on your board. Feels like everything is possible. So that's a good thing for you to do too. I want you to remember, have fun with this. This is not supposed to cause you any kind of anxiety. That's not the purpose of this. Everything that you should be pulling you should be feeling like you're having fun. It's exciting. It's inspiring. Okay. Okay, now it's the tricky part. I'm going to try to hop into Canva and show you the screen over there. Let's see if it works. Okie. I've got this other screen already ready to go. Okay. All right. We're going into canva.com. And like I said, you can just create a basic free account. You're going to come to this homepage, and we're going to go over here and create a design. So click on create a design. And I found that the best one to use for this long one that you put on your computer is the one that's actually called desktop wallpaper. And so you're going to have this screen come up, just a blank screen that's the size that you want. All right, I'm going to go into this other one that I've already created because I got a little bit started here, save a little bit of time. But let me show you how to upload. Going to go over here to this purple button and click on it, upload media and device. And it doesn't really matter where all these images, where you saved it. It could be on your desktop, it could be in downloads, but go to where you have put them. So I'm going to just check my downloads right there, and you would just click on the picture or as many of them as you want and hit open, and it'll drop it right into your images here. So to save time, I dropped a bunch of images in here already, but you'll have them all in here once they load up. So you can do that all at once. Don't worry about putting them in order or anything. That's not going to matter. Okay. So the original board that I showed you had pictures across like this. Very simple. I like things kind of organized, and so I like this this format. I'm going to show you how to make this first, and then I'll show you another way as well. The idea is once you create this grid, you'll save it and you'll make another one of them so that if you want to ever go back in and change this up, you already have it. You already have it set. Okay, so I'm going to show this blank page, and what we're going to do over here is we're going to go to Elements, and you're going to scroll down here to this thing called Grids, and we're going to see all. And I like this one that is just like the 4 square. and you're going to click on it. It filled your entire screen, and we want it to be in quarters. So you're going to take this little circle up here in the far right-hand corner and hold your button down, and you're just going to drag it until it is. Canva will show you right where the middle is. Now, when you look at this, you're going to see there's white lines in between. If you want those to stay, you can keep that. I prefer that they're gone, so I'm going to show you how to take it away. You're going to go up here to spacing and just bring it all the way down to nothing. And then you're going to bring this up here again just to make sure you're right in the middle. Okay. And then you're just going to cut and paste this. On a Mac, you can hold down the Option key and just drag it. There you go. That's it. Was that simple? Super simple, right? Okay. Let me show you how to do the other one now. Click out of grids and then just scroll up here a little bit, and you're going to see this one called frames. And let's do a see all. And you're going to see all these different shapes that you can use. And all you have to do is just click on them. They're going to put them on your screen. So here's one like a, like a photo frame. You can do like something like this and pull it over and then drag it. Here's like a bigger one. You can put that over here. So you can pick whatever shapes you want. There's a ton of different things in here you can use, right? There's circles, there's triangles. Here's like a stamp. And there's even letters. So on the one I'll show you, I have a letter in there. It's kind of fun to use that. But you can make this however you want. If you want something to go behind another image, so let's say you want this here, but you want this circle to go behind here. You're going to click on whichever image you want, go to position, and then tell it to go backward or forward. There you go. So this is an incomplete one, but you get the idea. And we'll make that one first. So here's one I've set up already. All right, you're going to go back into your uploads. And now you're just going to drag your pictures in. So this is a little bit different from when you just click on something and it drops it right onto your blank page. You're actually going to grab it and pull it over. So let's do this one. Like, I love this little baby feet, like representing to manifest a child into your life. So you're just going to grab a hold of it and then you're going to pull it. And you'll see that wherever you're kind of pulling it is where it's going to put it. Let's put it right there. Maybe you want this dream kitchen. Let's put that right there. If you put it in the wrong spot, that's okay. You don't have to erase it or anything. You're just going to drag something else in over to it. Let's put Minnie there. I love this this temple in Bali that could represent like having greater spirituality in your life. This is a good example here because you see this picture is not showing up exactly where I want it to, right? So when I dragged and dropped it in, it didn't go exactly perfect. So what you want to do is just double click on it, and then you can see the entire picture, and you can kind of move it over to where you want it, and then off. Kind of want to do that with these feet here. I'll pull these up a little bit. No, it's not going to let me. So yeah, you get the idea. I'm going to pull a relationship over here. Maybe, oops, see how I filled up that the baby one. So now I'm going to pull the baby back in there. And I'm going to put this relationship over here. Double click on it, pull it over so I can see it better. I want a relationship. Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. How about you want a Peloton bike? That's kind of on my list too. It's very cool. Maybe you want like a work from anywhere lifestyle. Let's put her up there. She don't work. So let's try this one. How about this gal? And here's that letter I dropped in. I love this. So here's a little town, I think in Italy. So you get the point, right? That's fun. Here's one that I've created with that one. This one I actually pulled in like word verbiage, a private jet ride, Napa trip, and so that's an easy one to do. Now for the one up here with this grid, same exact thing, right? You're just going to be pulling things in. How about that? How about a trip to the Maldives? How about a corner office? How about I want to climb a mountain someday? Like that's always been my dream. That's not really my dream, but maybe that's yours. I don't really like to be cold, so. What about having more friendships? Like focusing on more friends. So there's so many different things that you can do, and you can fill this board up. And you can do it really fast once you have all of these images already ready to go. This cabin is super cute. Let's put the bike in there. And then you can move things around. Like if you decide the colors just aren't quite right, you can move those things around. I kind of loved these bunk beds as just like part of my dream home someday, where I want a place where all my grandkids can come and just enjoy a big room together. Or how about this one? Being able to see the Eiffel Tower from your bathtub. Love that. What about maybe coaching? You want to set up a coaching practice. So you can really just do so much with this. Here's our work from anywhere gal. I don't know what I just covered up with that one. Dang it. Okay. I don't know what I covered up, but we'll put our private jet in there, and maybe this one. So there you go. So that one's done. Drag that down a little bit, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Once you're done, you're going to go up here to the right and you're going to click on download, the arrow that goes down. And you want to make sure you select whichever page you've been working on. So we've been working on page 2. I'm going to click that, say done. And then you'll want your file type to be a PNG file, which is an image file. That's usually the one that's going to give you the best resolution. And then you just hit download. Yes. And it's downloading. It does it pretty quick. And let me show you what happens when you pull it up here. It's going to go on this other screen, but I want to pull it over so you can see how awesome it looks and how amazing it would look as your desktop. So I hope you're feeling a little bit inspired by that. Okay, let me pop back in here. And so here's another one that I had done. I love this little baby feet. Maybe you want a puppy. I love that. Oh, I forgot. If there's like something luxurious that you want, that you've had your eye on, maybe it's a handbag or whatever. Mine is the away luggage. I'm just obsessed with it, and I will have a whole set of away luggage at some point. So that's on mine. Flying first class. These are all just amazing things. And actually, when I look at it, I'm like, those things make me happy. So that's kind of the idea. All right. I do want you to think about this. your mind will play tricks with you when you look at your board because you'll think, ah, that's all well and good. I love that. I want all those things, but I don't know how to get them. How is not your job. The how, the when, and the where are not your job. Your job is only the what and the why. Everything else, just put it in the hands of the universe or God, your Heavenly Father, your source. That's who's going to take care of those things. You just need to put it out there what you want. I love this quote from Catherine Zankina. She's the Manifestation Babe. I'm doing her Manifestation Babe Academy right now and totally inspired. But she said this, the how is up to the universe. When you create your vision board, you're sending a message to the universe and programming your subconscious mind to believe these desires are already done. Release attachment from how they will manifest and just trust that the process is done. It's only a matter of time before your desires inevitably manifest. So that's how you should think about it too, is when you look at these things, try to get the feeling that it's already happened. And that's where the magic is at. Don't worry about how. Don't worry about how, just worry about what it is that you truly want in your heart. So how do you use this? What do you do now? Okay, you created your board. What now? I want you to put it anywhere where you are going to be able to see it or focus on it. So my ideas are like your computer, your phone, your lock screen on your phone. You can even print it out if you want. You can put it in a frame if you want. You can put it by your bedside, any place where you will see it often, because your subconscious is going to know it's there, even if you're not directly looking at it. Other ways you can use this is that you can use it with meditation. So you can look at it before or after you meditate so that you're more focused subconsciously on what you want to manifest in your meditation. Another way you can use it is you can have like a mini visualization in the morning when you wake up or at night before you go to bed, or both, where you actually look at each image and feel the feelings as you look at those things. Remember, this reticular activating system in your brain will start searching for those things that it thinks are important to you. So the more often you're putting these images into your brain with these feelings that make you happy, the more your brain is going to work in your favor to find those things and open your eyes to the opportunities that are there that you might not normally be even aware of. All right. Do you want more? If you do, I have lots of free stuff on my website. I do a lot of good things over there. And so I would say just get on the email list and let you know if anything new is coming up, anything exciting. I would say that's probably the best way to do it. There's the website too, but I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. It's fun to do. I always have loved teaching, but even more than that, I just really love connecting with people on a higher level. And when you connect with people on a higher level, there's so many good feelings because you're lifting people. And I'm all about empowering women. I want us all to just do incredible things. I want us all to have everything we want, and I feel like we can. So I'm happy to be part of that with you. I just thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great day. All right.